What's up, guys? How's it going? Welcome back to my channel, and this is SeeDub Lancaster with episode 2 of my vlog documenting my journey from working 40 plus hours a week for the man to achieving personal, professional, and financial independence and success. I want to start off by thanking everybody that tuned in last week for my first episode and subscribed to the channel, liked that video, put comments on that video, supported me on different social media. It's been a huge help, and it's been a huge inspiration and motivation to me seeing that feedback just from the first episode, and it's definitely gonna help fuel me moving forward, so please keep that up. This has been a pretty busy week for me at the office and with college classes and just day-to-day family life, and then balancing on top of that the hard work that I'm doing, putting into various projects that I'm got going. So it's definitely a balancing act, but we'll talk a little bit more about that towards the end of the video. I really hope to put out another episode before now, but my minimum goal going into this was 1 episode a week, so I'm right on target with that at least, and maybe considering looking at doing some blog articles or that sort of thing during the week, and then having these episodes as kind of a recap of any of those topics or any other events or projects from the week. So I'll see how that develops. Most of my free time I spent this week working towards CrossCompute.com. I had some very productive brainstorming sessions on my own and collaborating with Roy, the co-founder. I discussed more about that in episode 1, so I'll put a link to that episode. Go check it out if you haven't already seen it, as well as to the website itself. Again, link below for you to check that out. Did some good research on sort of lead development towards gaining traction in the very niche marketplace for that tool, and trying to just look finding a way to get a foot in the door with academia in New York City, whether it's in the traditional classroom environment or in more of a research lab oriented team or outfit. Just getting the tool into those academics' hands so they can run with it and give us good feedback so we can continue producing or developing the product. Actually, later this morning, have a meeting with the rest of the core team to vet myself and introduce myself to those of them that I haven't already had the chance to, and that will help as far as easing the process of me coming on board the team and letting them find out what I'm about and what I'm trying to bring to the table. And it'll be a good chance for us to discuss all of our strategic goals for this year and all the way out to the next 5 years or so. Let's see what else, but brainstorming a lot towards a project that I'm hoping to pursue of publishing some of the collective photography of a friend of mine, a very close friend of mine, going back over the last 30-40 years even. He's never functioned in an actual professional capacity as a photographer, but it's been a hobby and almost semi-professional undertaking of his, and he has a huge body of work over those years collected, and some of it is very, very interesting, diverse topics, and some of it is just very beautiful nature photography, whether it's beach landscapes, seascapes, nature photography of plants and trees. So trying to convince him that it's something worth sharing and not to hide that light under his bushel, so to speak. Just whether it's in the form of an online gallery, which I think we're going to actually at least move forward with that for friends and family to be able to see more of a range of his stuff. And beyond that, looking at maybe coffee table books, calendars, greeting cards, you name it. But we'll see how we go with that. He's already doing some desktop publishing on his own of stationery using the photos, but it's more just within his own use or gifts to friends and family, which is fine, but I think we can do so much more with it. Beyond that, looking at maybe doing a podcast with some of the coworkers, just be something casual, a variety, smorgasbord of different topics. We'll see if we actually go anywhere with that or not. So talking back before about time management, I want to start something new with this episode. I'm trying to engage the viewership and get you guys involved in a discussion and sort of building a bit of a community where we can talk about some of these issues and help each other out on our journeys and whatnot. So I want to share with you something that's been effective for me in that balancing act of time management, and that was a tip from Brian Tracy. And he says basically to determine what's your most valuable and important task at any given time. And when you have that free time or the ability to work on that task immediately and get that out of the way, especially first thing in the morning. So that gives you, the motivation and kind of boosting your momentum and energy to go on with the rest of the day, taking on other things. And it also ensures that you get to the end of the day and you haven't been busy all day, but not really accomplished anything of significance towards your most important kind of goals for the day. So it's kind of simple and obvious and very intuitive, but at the same time, I think it's a really great tip, and deliberately putting that into effect on a daily basis has certainly made a difference for me. So please definitely share with me what strategies and tips you guys have for managing your time, for balancing between different demands on your time and energy and focus. And yeah, definitely leave a comment on that below, and we'll get a discussion going so we can give each other good feedback. Again, thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Please hit that like button, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. And stay tuned for the next episode. Take it easy, guys.